Redwood Newsmakers is being brought to you by your local U.S. cellular stores.
Marty Coelho is the Executive Director of College Advancement and the CR Foundation for College of the Redwoods. But Marty is here today as a volunteer spokesperson for the Humboldt Walk to End Alzheimer's. Welcome, Marty.
Thanks, Ross. Glad to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Marty, the Walk to End Alzheimer's event is coming up pretty quickly on October 14th. Why should people participate in this year's walk?
At this point, Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia have impacted probably nearly every family in Humboldt and Del Norte County. There's been a doubling of the rate of Alzheimer's just over the last 10 years, and we're expecting a doubling of the number of patients by 2050. So there'll be more than 13 million people that have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. How that translates locally is we have 3,500 families that have a loved one who's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And more times than not, they're being cared for by a spouse or a child, usually a daughter. The financial impact is extreme, and oftentimes the caregiver passes away before the patient because caregiving for an Alzheimer's patient is 24/7 and extremely stressful. So in order to really combat this, you can't get overwhelmed by what we're facing. You have to take action. And the best way to take action is to participate in the Humboldt Walk to End Alzheimer's, provide support for our local patients, educate the community about the disease, and raise critical funds for research.
But Marty, we're hearing a lot about the latest advancements in Alzheimer's research, and they've been quite significant.
Yes, the progress has been significant. The Alzheimer's Association's investments in research has led to the first drugs that battle Alzheimer's, the disease, and they battle the disease in its earliest stages. So that's led to several drugs that have hit the market, but we've been fighting the federal government to have those drugs approved for patients that are on Medicare and Medicaid. And we finally won that fight in lecanemab, one of the first drugs that has been developed to battle Alzheimer's, is now being approved for Medicare patients.
People want to participate to raise funds to fight Alzheimer's, so how can they get involved?
Google Humboldt Walk to End Alzheimer's, register your team, fundraise in advance, and show up at the Adorney Center on October 14th.
Well, thanks for coming by today, Marty.
Thanks, Ross. We appreciate Redwood News being one of our media partners for the walk.